This is my journal. It's the Arteza journal, which is 5 by 8, and I always start my paintings with a scribble, and this is a regular pencil. The reason being, it kind of takes away the blank page, what to do next kind of a thing. So it always helps if I scribble something. And on my palette, I already had a dark gray color, so that's what I'm using instead of black. If I didn't have that color already mixed, I would have used black. So I use what I have available on my palette. I start out these journals. These are warming journals, warming up journals. It kind of helps me loosen up before I start my painting day. So this, again, I'm blocking out some colors, dark areas and mid-tone areas with these marks. Right now, there is no thought behind what the final painting would be, but I know that what I want, the effect I want. So that's what I'm going for. So this is pink. This comes as a light magenta from Golden. It's called light magenta, and it's made by Golden. And the journal that I'm using is by Arteza. I like this size because it's not very big, and I can finish it off, the painting, in close to 15 to 20 minutes. This, in actual time, it took me 13 and a half, about 14 minutes to finish. I've speeded it up a little bit because while I was painting, I was also on a Zoom call with my art friends, and it was a little slow because I was talking and working on my journal at the same time. So speeded it up a little bit so that it's not too slow and you don't have to watch the paint dry. But that's what we do as an artist. We always watch the paint dry. So here I am again going for misty colors. I'm mixing up. I usually use the same brush to mix up different colors, so that way it harmonizes my colors too. And here I'm bringing in black with a palette knife. If you notice, my paintings usually have arcs or circles in them, and they might not show up as a complete circle, but they are circles in there in some way or form. As an artist, you get used to doing things in a certain way, and your hand moves in a certain way, and that's what sets your style. So I'm just using a barbecue skewer to do sgraffito marks on the black, because I didn't want too hard a line. I wanted some texture in it. So just using the barbecue skewer to scratch out the paint and spread it out a little bit. And also, I like to use unusual tools, and what that does, it takes the control away from me. Otherwise I get too controlled in my paintings. Again, because the paint is still damp, the black color underneath, I am just dabbing colors on it. I'm not brushing it. I'm loading up the paint with white, yellow, and green, and dabbing it on. And so what the marks that you get are very organic. the other marks were all the same size, so I brought in a larger brush to make them not stand out uniform. But now I have gone overboard. Well, I was not paying attention when I was painting, and I did the same size of marks. So it's always good to have variation, differences in your marks. So these are little lines, a thinner brush lines, and still I'm going instinctive. It's intuitive process of what I want to do, bringing the color over in different areas so that your eyes can move with it. Again, using the edge of the brush to create marks, so they are different sizes. If you want to know any of the tools and brushes that I use, there's a link underneath the video in the description, and you can follow it. It would take you to my favorite tools as well. It's most of it is available via Amazon, but some, like the colors Nova, you have to go directly to the Nova website to buy it. It's called novacolors.com, and they make great colors. So I use two colors brands exclusively, which is Nova and Golden. And I'm bringing in Indian yellow because the painting was getting too dark, and my Indian yellow is my go-to color to brighten up any painting that I'm doing. So again, when you go sideways and you do sgraffito marks sideways, it gets the look of a reflection because the layers underneath gets visible a little bit. And Indian yellow is, even though it's mixed with white, it's a transparent color. So just, and I like the misty look to my paintings. So that's what this is. I'm just bringing the color in a little bit white, and then doing the sgraffito marks sideways. That gives the effect of water. Again, a different brush, different marks, and then this looks like, to me, little lilies hanging out at the edge of the water pond, at the edge of the pond. Again, I'm using just the edge of the brush, loading it up with color and dabbing it on. I'm thinking where I want to do the marks. So if you enjoyed this video, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you.